Hello everyone, welcome back to another part of Star Wars The Old Republic with our Jedi Knight here, Oplec Jeris, who is now looking quite different than when you last saw him. Off screen, I thought I'd give him an outfit more fitting of a Jedi Knight, as last time we defeated Bengal Moor and became a fully fledged Jedi Knight with our very own lightsaber. Now, this episode, not really much is going to happen story-wise, as I thought I'd give you a tour around the fleet, as well as pick up a companion, which we can pick up on the fleet, just by doing this. The Mercenary Contract Shriek. So, yeah, we get to pick up Shriek, but before I show you around, we got a conversation to have with our lovely astromech, T7.
We make a good team, T7. Don't worry, T7. We'll find plenty of ways for you to help out.
So yeah, we'll have plenty of conversations to have with our companions later on throughout the game. Especially with some companions that we have, which can be romanceable, giving the lovely character a good love interest. So now to start the tour of the fleet. So first things first, I'm gonna start by going ahead and wait for the lift to come back down. But up there, you will find the VIP area. That's where you would pick up stuff for... That's where you would pick up stuff from the collector's edition vendor. There's even... So, yeah, up here, you will find a speeder vendor, or VIP goods vendor, who will sell you who will sell you a speeder for 200... for 2,500,000 credits. And if you don't have that, then I do apologize. Over here, you'll find your vault. Well, for the Republic side at least, you'll find a couple of vaults. Over here, there's your clan vault. And here you'll find the Galactic Trade Market. I'll go into detail about that once we reach that section of the fleet. But here's an example of what it looks like. Oh, seem to have gotten some mail. Seems like Rana is doing some atonement. I know you wish no further contact with me, but I felt it was important you understand that I am doing everything possible to honor the second chance I and my people were given. Our betrayal of you and Master August can never be forgiven, but I am determined to guide my people towards greater understanding of of and cooperation with the Jedi. Well, with the Jedi Order. Our future on Typhon depends on it, and I am determined not to fail. Please accept the attached display of our sincerity and commitment to peace with your people. Ranatal Ven, Pilgrim Matriarch. So yeah, she's given us a gift for T7. I shall just give him that. But anyway, that's where you would find your vaults and that. That's if you ever get up here anyway. Over here, which is in this part over here. So, vaults are over here. Speeder vendors over there. This is where you would find the collector's edition vendor, which you can find from the cartel market, obviously. But again, I don't recommend it. It'll be your choice. So here you would find the character customizations. So we got one for Arik Jorgen, one for a companion called Corso Riggs, one for Kaizen Vess, and companion for the Jedi Consular, and we got a companion customization for T7. We also got a pet here, as well as a Republic officer's uniform to give to us or whoever we think would suit it. And of course, we got 4 dye modules here. Dyes are basically what would change the color of your outfit. So if I just do this, this is what my character would look like if I put that dye module on. But also, while we're here, I'll show you what that customization looks like for T7. So this is what T7 will look like if you use the Collector's Edition vendor. So anyway, let's get back down to the main area of the fleet, and then get into the main bulk of the tour before picking up Treek. So let's start off with the supply section of the fleet. So you see that little purple icon there? That's what will bring us to the shuttle port. That will bring us to Coruscant, which would be where we would go on our next mission. Over here, the mission departures. So this area would be where you would go for flashpoints missions. So ones like Hammer Station and that. I will show them off eventually, and I'll try to show them off with I'll try to show off one with every class. So that's my goal with that. So this area here is where we just came from, Typhon / Ord Mantell, but we came from Typhon, so we won't be using that anytime soon, especially once we get our very own starship. And then up there, where you see the green flash, is the Cartel Bazaar. That is a place we'll be heading soon to pick up our companion. So let's start things off with the supply section of the fleet. So if we just head here, basically it's what it says. This is where you would find all the miscellaneous goods you can find. Here, this is what used to be the light and dark side of vendors.
Using a lightsaber is just as much science as art.
Basically, I don't know how it works
spar
now,
anytime.
but in the past, there would be a light and dark thing, but if you were matched with the winning alignment, then you would earn some tokens. Again, I'm not really sure how that works. Let me check my area, see if I actually got some to use as a... Yeah, so I don't really have those currencies anymore. So, yeah, I don't really know how you can get that stuff now. But onwards to over here, this is where you would find and get all the seasonal stuff. So, all the classic non-seasonal rewards you can find here, whether it be stuff for previous companions, like Altair, Ven, and Phalanx. You can also pick up like past companions here, ones you haven't really gotten before. That being, in this case, this week it's Shay Vizsla. And actually, I haven't picked up the Viking Space Dock Stronghold, so I'll pick that up. Oh, I did, honestly. Let me have a look. So yeah, that's where you would find all your seasonal stuff. So these are all my strongholds. I will show them off eventually. Oh no, I do have Viking Space Docks. So yeah. Don't really have anything I can spend these tokens on now. Well, you know what, I'll pick this up. Never mind, I can't get it until I have a specific companion. And I don't have him yet. What can I pick up just to clear out some space? What's this? Well, we'll look into this later. I'll look into this later. Here, this is where you would find the seasonal rewards for this season. So, in this case, our companion is Amity. And this is basically all the rewards we can get once we secure that companion. I don't know what the Moon Pilgrim's armor set is. But you know what? I think I'll pick it up just to have a look.
Turbol in Zadram.
Oh, this is the armor set that comes with the seasonal stuff. So now I have access to this earlier than I would normally. So I will keep a hold of this because we will get a companion later, and this would make very good Padawan armor for them. Which was a slight spoiler. So over here we got the 4 main companions just chilling. Shay, Nico, Paxton, and Ranos. So those are all the reward companions you can get. So let's then move on to the next part of this little supply tour. Over here is where you would pick up your lower level mods and that. And that can be same for the next few stuffs up. But the key one here is this adaptive gear vendor.
Best prices this side of the galaxy. You check.
So if you don't have a full set of moddable armor, this is where you would go to pick that up. Like, some of the armor sets here do look good, but personally I prefer to use the ones I have in my Cartel Market collections. So this is basically all the armor sets you can mainly get. I'll try and go slow so you can read their names. So they all fit the specific class. So we have some for the Jedi Knight, some for the Trooper, some for the Smuggler, some for the Jedi Consular. However, if you want the dark side variants, you'd have to transfer them from the Imperial side. So there isn't really much to know any further. Most of these rows are just the same. Mods here. Well, there are there are mods here. These are new. A mod level 80 mods? Oh, that's the first I'm seeing of the level 80 mods. Huh. Wonder who Zeke is. I guess we can come back later to have a look. This area is different and all. So, this is where you would purchase some tactical stuff once you hit, like, the level 75. Over here, this is where you would spend
Hungry for some good gear?
your tech fragments that you earn throughout the game to get better mods, armors, and stuff like that. And some items that fetch a fair good price on the Galactic Trade Market. Here's where you pick up cosmetic armor, so it doesn't really...
We hope our inventory will meet your needs.
I mean, you can mod it if you want, but all these armors do is just make you look pretty. So, yeah. This is basically where you pick up the cosmetic stuff. A lot of cosmetic stuff to go through, but I prefer... Personally, I kind of like this one, because it has, like, 2 pistols just chilling out of it. Like, you can't use them, but it's really good for decorations, isn't it?
Unbeatable quality.
Thank you for your patronage.
Unbeatable prices.
So yeah, those are the more cosmetic stuff. Over here, we will find the Spoils of
Even
War
Jedi need
mount
to gear
vendor.
up, right?
So this is where you would pick up mounts for a few tech fragments and credits.
Good luck out there.
And the same can be said here, which is for pets.
Want to make the big creds? Need skills like mine.
Yeah, I don't think
Need
pets will...
advice? I'm your guy.
I don't think pets will give us skills. There's also this guy called Kai Zyken. But we'll probably see him more later on, but yeah, we can't talk to him right now. But we can talk to him later, but I won't go into detail about him because we'll see him later on in the storyline. Now, over here, this is a bit of an update for 7.0. This is where you would actually upgrade your gear through the
Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything?
Conquest commendations. So you use enough conquest
Feel free to
commendations
browse.
to get some tech fragments, upgrade your current gear. Like there's Flashpoint gear Flashpoint gear vendor. I want to have a look at that. Yeah, some of these stuff I haven't seen
Nice
yet.
to see customers. Can I get you anything?
So yeah, these stuff would at least give you
Feel
enough
free to browse.
to survive flashpoints and that. So we got some token exchange over here. And that's for completing the more recent operations, the R-Form anomaly.
Best prices this side of the galaxy. You check. Appreciate your business.
Basically, the Conquest gear will help us with flashpoints, but I think Operation gear here will help
I've got
us...
good suppliers. Only the best sold here.
will help us gear up for operations to be our
Feel free
very
to browse.
best in them. Sadly, I won't be showing off any operations in this playthrough, because, well, I would struggle with them. So, anyway, let's move on to the combat training section of the fleet. And we'll start off with the top row. So here is where you would find quick access to these things called uprisings, which would normally happen in the current state of Swtor. As you can see, we got someone called Swtor Rice, emissary of the Alliance. I'll go more into the Alliance later on, but it's not really something I'll talk about now. Here is the master mode for uprisings and the story modes. Over here is where you can easily pick up your heroic missions. So, one's for Coruscant, one's for basically all the planets we can go to. We haven't got them all right now, but yeah, these are for heroic specifically. We've got operations terminals and priority missions, which mainly are just introductions to the key features of the Old Republic. Now, if we go over here, we'll find all the PvP vendors. So this is where you would basically pick up PvP items and stuff like that. Stuff tied to that. So here is basically color crystals. If you like to customize your lightsaber with
Good luck
anything,
out there.
or blaster.
Anything a soldier needs, and some things he doesn't.
This is where you would pick up your weapons for from ranking up in PvP.
Good luck out there.
So like lightsabers, blasters, and all that. And we also got gear upgrades, much like the other vendors.
Anything a soldier needs, and some things he doesn't. Good luck out there.
But of course, if we talk to Groom of the Hut, we can actually spend a currency known as PvP tokens. So much like the seasonal tokens, we can actually use PvP tokens to purchase items we missed out on in PvP, or we go to this guy. I said we go to this guy.
Here's what I got. Look quick if you want.
And we just pick up some other stuff. We pick up something from like past seasons, I think. Shadow Fiend. Hang on, I'm gonna look at my collections quickly. Not there. So I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah, so that's where we would pick up PvP stuff. Because the Shadow Hand armor is this one. Makes you look more like a samurai. You know what, because we saw this in the collections, I'm gonna buy that. And I
Bring
can
your
show
creds
it
back
off.
anytime.
See? Good old samurai. But yeah, that's one of the sets you can purchase for PvP. So, I need to show off down here, don't I? Honestly, not really much to say down here. This is where you would find your trainers. But there isn't really much use for them anymore since 7.0. Because we were basically given combat styles. Well, what on earth? Oh, this removes like the XP boost. That just removes the current XP boost we have. So yeah, that's basically it regarding the key areas of the combat training section of the fleet. So the next area we'll explore is the crew skills and strongholds area. So again, not really much going on the fleet myself, but I will try and do my best to show you where things are. So basically, this is where we would go to pick up crafting skills and mission skills and gathering skills in that. So as you can see, we got some crafting stuff here, which is cybertech, arms mech, artifice, biochem, armor mech, and synth weaving. Hang on. Oh, arms tech. That's that guy. And then there's armor mech. But yeah, that's where you would find the crafting skills. Over here, we got some mission trainers. So we got, mission-wise, we got investigations, diplomacy, treasure hunting, and underworld trading. We also have a crafting table right there for us to use. Yeah, we want to mod up our stuff. But we can do that manually without the need of that. Here is basically the gathering skills. So we got scavenging, slicing, we got archaeology, and we got bioanalysis. We also got a crew skill trade vendor right here. So if you don't really feel like crafting the stuff, you can always come here to buy them. There'll be crew skill vendors in planets that have this crew skill area. This is just an empty room, so we pay no attention to empty rooms. Now over here is actually where you go to make your clan or your guild. So if you have like a certain amount of people, you can go and create a lovely guild here for you, your friends, or start a massive community within this game if you so please. So yeah. So next key factor is the strongholds. So there are a total of, well, I wouldn't say a total, I don't know how many myself. So we got like different strongholds for different planets currently here. It all starts with this introduction mission right here from Paragon Swtor, but I've already picked up that stuff. We also got some decoration vendors here for you to use. So, these would decorate your stronghold. These guys can be used to help decorate the stronghold with items. So we got one for Rishi, a planet called Rishi, one for Tatooine, one for Yavin 4, one for Alderaan, one for Coruscant, one for Manan, and one for Nar Shaddaa. The only difference is that on the Empire side is that Coruscant is actually replaced with Drummond Kaas. But yeah, there was some decorations you can utilize for your stronghold as well, some vendors to take them from. These are just like from the pre-order bonuses actually.
Anything a soldier needs, and some things he doesn't.
So, I've only started this game a few years ago, so I didn't play it when it came out, so yeah, I don't get those bonuses. Now, we've come to the meat of the Old Republic, the Galactic Trade Market. As you can see, there are a whole lot of players around here, but the Galactic Trade Market is where players go to basically sell stuff they don't want, but know that can fetch a fair price. But if you've definitely watched other YouTubers, they'll definitely tell you that the economy on the Galactic Trade Market is absolutely broken right now, as there are stuff being sold for a ridiculous amount of prices. So, let's say I wanted a piece of armor. Let's say specifically, now the armor piece I'll use in question for an example is, let's use one I don't have actually. So let's go with this one, which is inspired of Cad Bane. As you can see, these are gold items. Well, actually, I can actually pull it from here. So let's use this one actually as the example. So sometimes it's a lot easier to do it. I just need to remember how to do it. So is it Control right click? No. Alt right click. No. Shift right click. Is that it? Oh, shift click. There we go. Finally remembered how to do it. So let's just open this up. Use this as an example. So the Elite Guard bundle. Okay. Yeah, the bundle is not being sold because why would they? So let's use the Elite Guard on its own. As you can see, that cartel market is actually not for sale because it's, according to the players, it's so expensive. It's worth more than the maximum credits. Oh, actually, I might have gotten it wrong. Let me just. All right. Let's use another armor for an example. Like, let's not use a bundle. Let's see if I can find that same armor. But without the whole bundle thing. Okay, we'll use the Dark Marauder one instead. So See, someone's selling the Dark Marauder chestplate for literally the maximum amount you could sell an item for. Let's see if there's like, they would sell like anything for the chestplate. Well, some people are actually selling the whole set. I might have to come back and buy that off screen. I can get the credits back, don't worry. But yeah, the Dark Marauder set does look good, and with the whole cartel market, cartel coins off thing, I might just be able to get that added to my collections as well, so I can actually use that on other Sith characters that I have. So yeah, that's basically the galactic train market. You could find an item that's usually wouldn't be considered worth a lot, and it's worth a hell of a lot. But yeah, the last key features here is this one, where you can actually go to change the appearance of your character if you want, like, to update their look, or you just don't like the look of them currently. You could even change the species if you so wanted to. But I wouldn't recommend changing the whole species, as it kind of ruins the immersion. Here we got, again, vaults, lots and lots of vaults. So not really much here. Over here is the speeder vendors. And of course, the reputation vendors for for the fleet. So if you can get to a higher rank with the fleet, you can get some like pilot gear for your characters. And all that. Over here, this one is actually companion gifts. So if you feel like your character is, your companions are lacking behind in like their little strength here. So for example, we've got T7 and HK here. As T7's at number 4 and HK's at 3. Just buy some gifts from here that you know they would like, and just spam them. Go right ahead and spam them. So now we're on to the last bit of our tour of the fleet. The Cartel Bazaar. Now, there isn't really much to stay in the Cartel Bazaar. It's basically the same. There are some vendors here, vendors there, as well as an appearance customization and a galactic trade market. But the main reason we're here is to actually finish up this lovely tour with picking up a new companion. So if you have this quest here called an eager defender, you want to go to, on the Republic side, you want to go to RA30 to talk to him. If you have that quest up, just right click on him.
Greetings! My client has never had the pleasure of meeting a member of the Jedi Order. Such excitement! I am RA30 of Interstellar Commandos Incorporated. I represent an especially gifted individual in the tactical security trade. Do you seek a mercenary to provide assistance with battlefield operations?
The enemies I face aren't your typical armed forces. I doubt your employer is trained to fight Sith.
I can assure you, this person has never been the least bit intimidated by any combatant. I warn you in advance, there are some who find this mercenary's physical appearance unusual. However, great warriors come in all shapes and sizes. My client has fought on Jeris, Nar Shaddaa, and Ord Mantell. Most recently, she guarded commercial freighter convoys against pirate boarding parties.
This mercenary must be good. Close quarters fighting aboard starships isn't easy. One stray shot can decompress an entire vessel.
A fact my employer took advantage of with great success. Many pirates found themselves in hard vacuum that day. The convoy owner was pleased. Ah, here she is now. Allow me to introduce Treek. She has journeyed all the way from an exotic outer rim system in search of adventure and purpose.
Akayam, upakaya kimata, samajikawa svaro da baharo chikichiya, kokasa otomnati.
That word you used, were you referring to my lightsaber?
Amia, kasana, mandidarete tutujije sodi antam panimbo putovam, kanana babaji chokota. Juna manasaka, tareke, kanana balaka, taraki sibaspisa, rita nate primi karagesigo chiche.
Treek, I look forward to having you at my side. You'll be fairly compensated for whatever trouble comes our way.
Yap, wicho ninga ninga. Aranaja, kadudo ekabavrem, natababarivia avie.
I am ever so pleased you found my client satisfactory. I wish you both good fortune in your future endeavors. Good day.
There we go. So with an eager defender, we've gained a new companion in the form of Treek, the little Ewok from Endor. Normally you could just get him at a later time, but again, Treek's one of those companions you can get around level 10. Well, you can get at level 10. I'm just gonna pick that up, because lore item grants XP. But yeah, we got some vendors here, some vendors up there. Some of them are tied to like weekly events that happen during the Old Republic. And if you don't have Treek if you don't have the cartel coins to get Treek, you can just pick this up for 1 million credits. And you would still be able to get access to Treek here. So yeah, that's basically the fleet. I do apologize if my tour was a little Speedy Gonzales type. I haven't really fully explored it myself, and there is more to this place. But what I just showed you was the key area of the fleet. So next time we shall be heading on to Coruscant, where we would find out what this darkness Master Crowix was talking about. So I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to leave a like and comment if you so please, and subscribing goes a long way to let me know that you are actually enjoying my content. So have a lovely day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Stay safe, and I'll see you all later.